Hey, good morning. I'm by myself. John's got a problem with his internet, but he'll be here as soon as he can get through. Good morning to Michael Pullman in Australia. Good morning, Sonny in North Wales, and Fee in good old sunny Port Talbot. It's the 30th of October. We're all raring to go. Look at this. I should really adjust that camera not to show that, shouldn't I, really? I am. We've all put on a lot of weight because this COVID. Making us eat. Can't go out now. Can't go anywhere. It's pouring down with rain. Normally, we'd be okay. Good morning, Faye, and good morning, Dan S. John's having problems with his internet, but he'll be here as soon as he can. So I'll carry on, as they say. But I have put on a stone. It's terrible, isn't it? Normally, I'd be out jogging. Well, not really jogging. Sort of a slow walk, really, I suppose. But we'd be out, wouldn't we? We can't go out in this weather. It's not the COVID it'll have you. You'll have the flu or diphtheria or some other thing linked to having a wet body or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, it looks like vitamin A, D, and E is very good for you, especially if you've got respiratory problems like COVID. I don't know if it'll cure it or whatever, or it might. They said in the University of Warwick that it might fend it off, you know. But you've got to keep on wearing the masks, wash your hands, and keep on putting the old disinfectant on your hands and everything. I think this is going to be around for years. This is not going to be over after Christmas, and everything's going to go back to normal. This, I think, will be here for the foreseeable future with a look on it. Japan have just cancelled their jetliner. They were building the first aircraft in 30 years. And they were near the end of production, but they've stopped because there's no call. Nobody can go anywhere. So it's a shame, isn't it? You know, they're building up their hopes of this lovely new jet and maybe sell it to other countries. Knackered now. Anyway, Corbyn could be doomed because he's been chucked out the Labour Party, hasn't he? So the unions are saying that this could be the end of the Labour Party. I can't see that. You know, I voted Labour all my life. This Starmer guy, I don't know. I am really. I mean, everybody's been talking about COVID, haven't they, for the last, year perhaps. So we don't really know how this Starmer guy is. I don't know if he looks a bit sort of. He looks more like a Tory than a Tory, you know. But we'll have to see how it goes. But Kinnock, I reckon, excuse me, Mr. Kinnock, who's our MP for Port Talbot, I think he'd be the next Labour Party leader. I know that Starmer's very intelligent, but I don't know if he's the right type of person. Not for me, anyway. We'll have to see how things go, I suppose. Are we heading to a full lockdown in the UK? It's looking like it. A lot of people have said that, like people in Nottingham, they're all going out on parties last night. Hey, police have told me you can have fines. Oh, we're not bothered. And out they went. We'll fine them. Fine them if they're going out in large groups, not socially distancing. Fine them on the spot. Yeah, there's a £10,000 fine. Now then. There's Scarborough crying, weren't they? And that's just the men. So, Paris, traffic jams. People trying to get out to Paris. Full lockdown there now. So the roads apparently are gridlocked You can't get out to the place. And where would you go anyway? You know, everywhere's going to be under lockdown in Europe soon. They found out now through DNA that dogs are humans' oldest companions. But they're still on the plates in China. They're eating them in China, left, right, and centre, right? Not the oldest companions over there, oldest begin delicacy or whatever they call it, man. Every year they have this big, huge party where they round up 20,000 dogs and fry them and eat them, you know. But how long have they been doing that, you know? Just because they're human companions to us, they're a meal for other people, aren't they? You know? So, I mean, they may say, oh, look, you're doing that to chicken. You're coating in bread, comes out chucking in the fryer. Yeah, but it is dead first. So, yeah. What else we got here? Bradford Royal Infirmary said they could be overwhelmed soon with cases of COVID. It's rising that quick in Bradford. They find it hard now to place people. But they can open up other hospitals. You know, they can open up these makeshift hospitals within a couple of weeks. So get on the case, innit? That's what they should be doing. They should see there's going to be a huge amount of people in Bradford area now that's got COVID. Start building a hospital, you know? Porta cabins, do it. Not wait until you're overwhelmed and then do it. This country's all to hell. Whoever's running it will kick up the ass. Eat out and help out. Remember the government's initiative? Yes, eat out and help out. That's going to help everybody. Didn't. Made it worse. Oh. Hold on. There we are, look. Masks cause it. Causes pneumonia and chest infections. That's coming from a nurse who knows what she's talking about. So you see all these people wearing all these masks. Useless. You've got to wear them because it's the law. You can't go into any shop. You'll be told to get back out. Right? If you are going to have a mask, an N95 I think is about the best. I am government. I got one of them cheapy ones. Excuse me. They have got N95, but they're 10 times the price of a cheapy one. But then we're supposed to wear them. Sorry for giving me burping, but I've just necked down a cup of coffee. A bit too quick, you know. So eat out and help out. Remember the government's initiative? You'll have it half price. Now if you go over that restaurant there, eat out, help out. Excuse me, help the restaurant. They'll give it to you half price. We'll subsidise them. They thought that was brilliant. Only thing was, COVID cases shot through the roof. Not enough research, say again. Not enough social distancing. So that went down the pan, didn't it? A lot of people got it. As soon as they stopped it, cases dropped down. Mad, isn't it? A family who had a huge christening party. I'm not sure what part of the country it was. It's in England. There are 20 people in there all enjoying, not socially distancing, spreading the disease to each other. £10,000 fine. Enjoy. Have that. Stupid lot. British Airways said air travel's unlikely to recover by 2023. I don't think I've got a holiday booked for next year, but I'll be cancelling it. I was going to go to Disney World. Been there once before. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic for the children. I've only got one, but, you know, I'm sort of included like in the children-y bit because it is good, even for adults. So I'll be cancelling that. Let's have a look. Oh, sad news. A 12-year-old boy was swimming with a guide. The guide should have known better, right? In the Red Sea, in Egypt, a shark, a white-tailed shark, attacked them. It was 2.6 meters long. Took the arm off the 12-year-old boy, right? And the leg off the guide. Now both are fighting for their lives in hospital. There hasn't been a shark attack in that area for ages, right? But they are there, you know. If you told me there was sharks in Aberafan Beach, and there haven't been any attacks here for 12 years, 30 years. To get out there swimming, not that chance. If I go over my knees, I start shaking. So yeah, it was really sad. I think they were from Russia somewhere. See, my notes aren't up to date. Oh yeah, there's a good one now. 7 stowaways who hijacked a tanker off the Isle of Wight. See that in the news where they had the SAS or SBS jump in. They got them and all that and tied them all up and everything. Took them off the boat. Oh, they've been bailed now. It's okay. Don't disappear now. Stay in Hampshire. Yeah, we will. Gone. You'll be working in the car wash now somewhere near you. This country's, I tell you what, if they're going to hijack a tanker, right, they shouldn't be let out. They're criminals. Yes, they have been bailed, but they were caught hijacking a tanker. You don't need proof. No, you don't have to build a case against them. They've already done it. If they're capable of hijacking a tanker, right, what else are they capable of? So anyway, UK government, CPS, or whatever, Crown Prosecution Service, have seen fit. Oh, we'll bail them now. Yeah, don't run away now. Oh no, we won't. We'll stay right there. As soon as they're back to turn, car wash, take away, they're gone. Won't see them again. There we are. See, I get wound up, don't I? So what's everybody doing today? Wear plastic visor, look. No respiratory restrictions. There we are. John Bamsey reckons that's the best thing to do. Yeah, I don't think anybody be going anywhere far. The way all these things are going. I certainly won't be going to Egypt swimming. Forget that. Flipping heck. But I would have liked to have gone to Euro Disney again. It's a real good experience because I like marketing. You know, I like seeing how people sell stuff and all that, and they are the best over there. They are absolutely brilliant. You have a chat with the people. They can't understand the word they say, mate. It's all in French. You know, we should have a Euro Disney in UK so we can understand what the heck they're on about. But the food is stunning, but the prices are stunning as well, mate. Everything's really expensive. But we stayed in a lovely little hotel. It had its own swimming area, and it was really great. I was having a good swim, right? But this disabled girl, and there's nothing against people with disabilities. This disabled girl went in the same pool, and she'd done a 6-incher in the pool. Honest to God. And I was swimming past, and I looked at this thing floating about 5 foot away. I thought, bloody hell, let's look about do that. I better get out of here. Well, they had to drain the pool, right? It wasn't my girl's fault. It's nobody's fault, really. But that happens. I mean, how many swimming pools do you go in that people haven't had a pee in, right? I know some pools now, like a big dye comes, doesn't it? Different colour dye, purple dye, whatever. So anybody urinating in a swimming pool, you can see them. But anyway, got out of there. I didn't catch anything because it's a big swimming pool, you know, a lot of water in there. And the pool was drained, and there was nobody could swim in there for 3 or 4 days. They had to clean it up with bleach and everything, you know. But the poor girl, she didn't have a row or anything, you know. She didn't know what the heck she was doing. But these things happen. So when you do go swimming next, look out for the little logs that may be in there with you. Good laughing. Good morning, Faye. Good morning, Carrie Ann. And by myself, John's having problems with his internet connection. And you need a fairly good connection to get on here. So he's laughing his head off at the moment, watching me. Floundering, because I've only had half the news. I've done the news. as far as I can go. He do the rest, but there we are. Anyway, ghost stories tonight. I know John has got a cracking one there. I've received one, so I'll be sending that over to John this afternoon. I got to read through it first, make sure it's not made up. You know, a lot of people send you stuff that's all made up. You can tell. You know, there's no sort of background to the story. It's all as if they're just making it up and writing it down. They're trying to scare us because it's Halloween. Now, how many of you have seen these houses all done up? There's one across the road. It's got all cobwebs all over. It looks really good. Fair play. But mine's got cobwebs, but mine are real ones. Living on your own sometimes, you know, you don't clean up so much, do you? Especially men. I don't know if do any men clean up, tidy up? Hoover. I got a Hoover upstairs. That's got cobwebs on it. Damn moved. Not sure how to use it really. You switch it on, you go like that or something, don't you? I don't know. It's past me. So I might be doing a video later of what I eat during the day. Right now, today's lunch will be Fray Bentos pie and air fried chips. Not very good for you, right? Not if you're diabetic. Stay well away. I'm not diabetic yet, but I've got to cut down. I've been eating Twix bars and all these other junky, sugary foods. No good for you, see? But when you're single and you're watching a film, it's nice to have a little nibble or something in it. You know? It's all got sugar in. Anything with bread has got sugar, chocolate, sugar. And if you try this low sugar stuff, it's awful. I bought some jam the other day. Diabetic jam or something it was called. I'm not diabetic, but there's no sugar in it. Ugh. It was absolutely disgusting. Schult or something it was called. Schult? Halt it should have been called. It was horrible. It's like, it wasn't like a jelly. It was like in the jar and it's all slopping around everywhere, you know. I put it on the toast. It didn't look very good going on the toast. When I was eating it, it's awful. You can't beat Robinsons, can you? £1.50 of sugar in every jar. Get some Robinsons, slap it on the top like that, and it's all over your hands and you're eating it. Lovely job. That other stuff, best places in the chemist. That's where you see it. You see it in the chemist. It's supposed to be healthy. Leave it in the chemist, right? Leave it for somebody else who needs it. At the moment, Robinson's jam, get it on there. Can't stand marmalade, mate. Achavi. Marmalade, and for those who are English, achavi means horrible. It's a Welsh term that we all use in Wales. Achavi, right? So that jam's achavi. But look at the weight I'm putting on with Robinsons every morning. Jam, strawberry jam, I like, and I'm not keen on the mixed berry jam. You know, have you seen that one? It's got all what it is. They've had a load of stuff, and look, we got a ton of this mixed berry stuff. Chuck it in.
Hello, Moto.
Obviously not a subscriber, otherwise she'd know I'm on the plugin internet. So yes, they get all these berries, right? And they chuck it all in, right? And they make a jam out of it. And they add sugar, boil it up. That's basically it in a jam. You got your mixed berries or your fruit. You boil it up, loads of sugar in it, leave it to set. Jam, jam. Spread it like a good one. But when you're making jam, right? I have tried making jam, right? You've got to make sure that when you fill the jar, it's going to be right up to the top, right? Not for air to get in, otherwise it contaminates it and goes off really quick. You can put citric acid in it. If you're ever looking on jams or anything, it's got citric acid, and citric acid is something that stops food going off, right? So they put that little bit of paper on the top of the jam, don't they? Right? When it's really full, and they put the top on. But they will put citric acid in if they can as well. It doesn't really affect the flavour, but it stops it going mouldy. So you won't get any of this on any of them other channels. Right? Let's have a look. Oh, jam on toast. It's lovely. Anytime. You can have that any time of the day, jam on toast. See? People say, oh, have it in the morning, a traditional. Bollocks to tradition. Eat it anytime you want. Right? Go down the co-op or the local Indian shop or whatever. Get jam. Full of energy. Sugar, well, it's full of sugar, basically. You might as well spread sugar on top of your toast. There's so much sugar in it. Same as bread. There's so much sugar is in bread. You make bread, you're going to put in a ton of sugar. Them lovely big biscuits. You've seen them? Full of sugar. Oh yes, it's doughy and it's nice and all that. Yes, because it's full of sugar. No good for you. But they are nice, aren't they? My favourite is them tea cake things in the box. Have you seen them? 6 in a box. Tea cakes. They got that white sort of, I don't know what the hell it is, but it's white and it's soft and they got a crunchy base on it. And if you've got a big enough mouth, you can stick one straight in, which I can do. Been doing these shows for so long, see? So I can stick one straight in. Because if you bite it, if you've got a moustache or a beard and you try and bite it, because all in the moustache. It's useless on the moustache. This beard has got to go soon. See, I was hoping, last year, I was Father Christmas in a leading department store in London. Yeah. Excellent money, right? And they put you up in bed and breakfast. Lovely, really nice job, right? But now you can't. I don't want to come up for Father Christmas. Be furloughed, wouldn't he, this year? If he's coming down the chimney, he'll have to wear a mask. Not going to be so good, is it? So I'll probably shave this off soon. I'm getting right my nerves. Everything I eat is getting caught in it. Fried egg sandwich. Oh, delicious. Fried egg with Daddy's brown sauce. That's what I'll be having after. Looking forward to it. I got some fresh bread here, the thick bread. Have you seen all this bread now you get? There's another complaint. Extra thick. You buy normal bread, it's so thin you can nearly see through it. Right? And then they say, oh, this one's medium. No, that's the normal size the medium is. What we used to have before. Right? Mother's Pride bread before, normal. That medium there is the normal. Then you have thicker. Now we've got extra thick, which was the thick one of the Mother's Pride. Everything is being rationed off or made thinner and smaller. Mars bars, they've gone from that size. It's ridiculous the way this country's going, man. Everything's been rationed off. I hate it. Marshmallow, that's the stuff. I couldn't think what the hell it was called. This, if you remember last year and all the previous years, they had Santa on a trailer going around our area, Neath Talbot area, right? They'd have a Land Rover and then there'd be a trailer and a Santa sleigh and he'd be waving to everybody. And for the kids, they love it, right? He should be able to do it. He's socially distanced. He's just by himself, isn't he? Right? If they can't find a Santa, I'll do it. Put a coat on me. Some long johns. Because you'd be nobbling, wouldn't it? In that little place. I don't think got a heater or in there. You should be used to it doing Santa. And they travel all around there waving, and all the kids come out and they all with socially distancing again, we'll see. Can't have crowds. No? How are you going to stop them all gathering together, waving? You can't come in. So you've got to do a risk assessment then, haven't you, for Santa? A Santa assessment is called. Just made that up. But the Santa assessment will probably say, not safe to do it. So what type of, if anybody wants Santa, I don't know if I did have the Santa outfit here. I bought one for last year, but they had one there for me when I got to London. So anyway, I have got a Santa outfit, but it's probably up the attic. Oh my good Lord. Don't know if I can go up there. It's too creepy. But if anybody's desperate for a Santa, I could do it, I suppose. But socially distancing Santa. Yes, as long as they do that, innit? But it is great. I used to love seeing Santa every year. Yeah, but we're chatting about it here now. They haven't got the sense in the council to do it. Right? They haven't got the sense. They'd be running through the paperwork and risk assessments and everything. I don't know what's going to happen. Perhaps we should have an online petition. We want Santa, for the kids. Because Santa, you use that Santa all year round, don't you? Now, if you're not good, Santa won't bring you new presents. We've all had it done to us. We were good after summer normally kicks in, doesn't it? After summer, when they're thinking about, perhaps a little bit later, they think about, what am I having for Christmas? We won't be having anything if we carry on like that. Santa's watching. As soon as we knew Santa, there's no such thing, we all played up, didn't we? We were all very naughty. When I was about 18 at the time. No. So yeah, Santa, we've got to have Santa. Yeah, false threats. Work a treat. You've started already, have you? Yeah, Santa's watching. You won't have any it's nothing to do with Amazon. I know you've seen me ordering Amazon, but it goes through Santa, see? You can order on Amazon, right? But guess who's going to make it and deliver it? It's got to go to North Pole, Santa. Remember, we used to have letters. You could send Santa a letter. You send it to some poor bloke on his own board stiff 99% of the year, right? But the run up to Christmas, right in again, thing, being Santa. Didn't have to pay for it either. I don't know how we funded it. You write him a letter, and he'd always say, be a good child now, and you'll have what you desire. I never had what I desired. I had a big long list. Be like if I had a quarter of it. And then it wasn't the right models and everything. My list was useless. Huh? Oh, hold on. Yay! Sometimes it's in. Oh, good God, he's gone again. What's happening, John? Communication problems with John Morgan. It's hard to get everything set up in the morning. It takes me at least 10 minutes to do this. Up. You there?
Yeah.
Here we are. Look, I've done half an hour without doing waffling on about everything.
No, the thing is, I don't know what you said now, do I?
Well, there won't be anything that you were going to say, because that's a total waffle.
Well, you are.
I've talked about jam, bread, everything.
Well, have you talked about the and I tell you what, right? We done at 9 till 10 yesterday. 10 o'clock, right?
Aye.
10 o'clock yesterday morning. There was loads of news coming on here.
Oh.
But anyway, have you touched on the subject? Very sad news about a brilliant comic, Bobby Ball, passed away.
No, I didn't touch on that one. You carry on.
I tell you what, right? To me, I like grew up in the 80s, and he was there, and obviously he's not like the comedians of today, but him and with Tommy Cannon was so, it's really funny, He died of coronavirus.
Yeah.
Bobby Ball. Yeah, Bobby Ball. But his boys were on doing the rounds of the TV morning shows this morning, and they were saying what he was like clowning around all the time, right throughout their childhood, right throughout their adulthood. Now he was always clowning around, but what a lovely man he seemed to be, And listening to his boys this morning, he really was like, you know. So yeah, so it's very sad that Bobby Ball has died. I didn't catch his age, but he's only in his 70s, I think.
Good God, young, innit?
Oh, yeah, I know what. I know it's very sad. Did you mention that Jeremy Corbyn, the last leader, has been suspended from the Labour Party?
Yeah, he's gone. I mentioned that.
You'd done that. You'd mentioned that. They reckon now there could be a civil war in the Labour Party. But people say to me now, or I hear people saying, "Oh, the Labour Party is, Jeremy Corbyn. That's what the Labour Party is all about." And when I say to them, right, name me a prime minister that took them values, what Jeremy Corbyn was, and won the election. Guess how many there were, guy?
0.
Exactly. None. Right? When you talk to Tony Blair and things like that, they were more to the centre, see? Right? And I know that there's the working class people will say, oh, they like Sir Jeremy Corbyn. I loved his manifesto, he did, right? But people are not going to vote for it. And especially the people that have got the power, and the people who got the power are the TV companies, because they are not going to spread the word to something that's going to hurt them, are they?
No.
And the newspapers are not going to justify doing what his things are, because he would hurt them. So yeah, Jeremy Corbyn's politics, to me, they're great. They do support the working man, but they will never, ever get into power.
No.
But there we are. There's a few things I got here now. This level 3 restrictions are coming in. Again, we got Leeds, Bradford and Huddersfield come in. But like I said to you yesterday, they're all northern cities.
Yeah.
By this time, you got, now off the top of my head, this is right, you got Liverpool and the surrounding areas, you got Manchester, you got like Blackpool, all that area, Lancashire, you got Leeds, Bradford, Huddersfield, Yorkshire, you got all these, and now I really do understand keeping the powerhouse of London open, but you can see the point, can't you? That if if it was the other way round, everywhere would be locked down, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Right, I don't know what Carrie Ann thought it was 10 what?
That we were starting at 10 o'clock.
Oh, right, I see. We did see, Carrie Ann. We did start at 10, but by the time me and Gary White done the show, all the morning was gone then. That's all it was.
That's the problem.
So the other thing I got, I don't know if you have found this on the news, right? New Zealand. Have a guess what they voted to legalise.
Cannabis.
Euthanasia.
Oh, good gosh.
Yes, they voted by, I think it was 78% for and 22% against. Of course, people say that you would, the people against it say it's there for abuse, and it may be so, right? But do you see it? And I'd be the first one. My father died of cancer, right? And I watched him on that bed and just deteriorating all the time. And I'm not, if a doctor had given me a vial of morphine, that I would have put that in him to stop him suffering, right? I promise you. Because if I had a dog, right, I would have been summoned. I would have been, summoned. I'd have been prosecuted for keeping a dog in that state, right? But yet, my father suffered so much. He suffered so much, right? For them, I know it went for 10 days. He hung on, and people say, "Oh, he died of cancer." No, I know my father died of thirst and hunger because they weren't giving him any water. It's so cruel, guy. But anyway, New Zealand have now voted to legalise euthanasia, and I think they're going to have strict rules, which they've got to have, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got to have strict rules. But there we are. That's what.
But they are doing
That's
it.
what they.
You can. I think you can go to Austria or somewhere, Veritas, and
Switzerland. That is. Yeah.
And if you prove that you're mentally capable and you've got something that's debilitating and it's something that will kill you in the end, or then you can have 3 doctors' signatures and you can commit suicide.
Yeah, you can. But that costs an absolute fortune for you to do that.
£10,000.
Well, you know, so the people, again, then the working class people who are suffering cannot afford that, right?
No.
So it's the only people with money can afford to do that. So you see, and have their rights more than the working class people, and it's just wrong, you know.
It is wrong.
It is wrong, but you know, it's could be a subject for another day or whatever. But we could have a good chat about that one day, I think.
Yeah, a happy chat.
Yeah, no, a nice big happy chat about that. But
it's gone from talking about jam to euthanasia. Hell of a show with it. We covered everything.
You can euthanize strawberries, see?
The strawberries will kill you anyway with diabetes.
Yeah, you did.
Euthanize with the sugar.
And of course, again, it's always bad news on here. You should know what we had a passing last night or yesterday of a rugby legend of J.J. Williams.
Yeah.
We had J.J. Williams, John James Williams, was an MBE for his services to rugby. He was in the rugby teams of 75, 6, 7, 8. And he won the Grand Slam. He had 30 caps for Wales, and he had 7 caps for British Lions. You did right there, John. We can have a chat about that again. Right? So he had 7 caps for the British Lions. He played. Not many people realise this, right? We played for. Everyone thinks, oh, JJ played for Llanelli, Wales, British Lions. But he played with Maesteg, first of all, and then he played with Bridgend. Now, Maesteg, unbelievably, has gone right down the ranks now. It's an awful state of affairs, Welsh Rugby Union. Now, when Maesteg, Aberavon, Bridgend, Neath, Swansea, they all used to be the first-class teams. And when I was growing up, the team, of course, you know, right, you got every child's dream who played rugby was to play for Wales and that, right? But to play for Aberavon was like the pinnacle you'd love to, because they used to pick their team of the best people in Port Talbot generally. All right, you used to get 1 or 2 from outside the area, but you know, not many. You know, it was brilliant. You know, but to get picked there, but that's gone now. But yeah, JJ was. He was lightning fast on the wing, and his trademark was a little chip over the top, run, get the ball and score. He was a great player for Wales, and unfortunately, he passed away yesterday.
Yeah, wasn't he a doctor?
No, that was J.P.R. Williams.
J.P.R. Williams, yeah, right.
Yeah, he was an orthopedic surgeon, became a consultant, you know, after a while. From in Bridgend, he was a fullback. I played against him, believe it or not.
Good gosh.
Yes, but when he had finished his career, can you think he was playing for Tondy? I think he was Tondy, and I was playing for Pontardaven, and he played against him, and I played against John Jeffrey.
Good dog.
But more importantly, the most famous player I played against was John Bamsey.
Good deal.
He's a good player, John. Always have been. Not many people know he represented. Now I'm not sure if he was Great Britain or Wales, John. with the fire brigade. I know they had like every forces thing had the team, see,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not sure if John represented the fire brigade for Wales or was it for Great Britain. I'm not sure. He'd tell you now. I think he's on here watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, good player, John. But anyway, we go from that now to a little bit on tonight, guy. Now, there's a story that I've received right from. Oh my God, it's a cracker for Halloween, you know.
Yeah.
It's because it's Halloween tomorrow night, and tonight I'm going to do. I've had this story, and if it don't scare people, nothing will. Put it that way.
Oh, hang on. Let's try something out. Little fiddle about.
Yeah.
So the scary one is I've got one, but it doesn't seem as if I think it's a bit made up, but I'm not sure yet. You'll have it this afternoon, John.
Well, all we can do is see at the end of the day when people send them to us. That's Rev Trippier when you play. But no, that's right. It must have been Tondi. Was it Tondi Thirds for the? Yeah, but when I played for Pontevedra, I'm sure it was that. And you know what was stupid outside half what he was doing? Putting the ball to him all the time, up in the air. Do. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, all we can do, right, is when people send us stories, all we can do, we can't really judge if they
real
if they're true or not.
No.
We can't judge that. And all we got to do is, I found out, I've had some stories, and I'm going through the internet one day, and God, that sounds familiar. I thought, and I've read it out.
Yeah.
Right? But that's somebody who have sent that to me.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody have sent that to me, so I'm gonna read it out. But yeah, some people will send you stories. We ask for the stories, don't we, to be true? But we got no control whether they're true or not.
That's right.
Yeah, but
try your best. That's all, isn't it?
That's all we can do. That's all we can do. But yeah, so we got. So you've got one tonight now. You've got one as well. Yeah. You know what? See, even starts off scary, my one.
Does
right?
it?
Well, the honest to God, right? The first couple of lines, you know, you're in for a treat, really. If you like ghost stories, see.
Yeah. So ghost stories at 10, but we'll be on at 9 o'clock, John. Is it?
Yeah, we'll be on at 9 o'clock tonight now. So I got to go up Carmarthen now. After.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a nice little ride up the valley.
Oh. Have you had your breakfast yet then?
I've been too busy with this internet, haven't I?
Oh, right.
It took ages. I had to, well, basically, I tried to phone them, Sky. You can't get hold of them, right? You got to be. I think you got to be a clairvoyant to get hold of them, right? It's absolutely terrible. So I had to look what to do. I tried everything that they were telling me to do, right? So I do get quite frustrated, right? So I had the Sky Q box, right? I had it in a black bag ready to throw it out the back. And then I thought, right, calm down now. So anyway, so I went down, turned everything off in the house, and I put them on one by one. And eventually, one by one, they were all coming on. And the last thing I did was to do the actual Wi-Fi router. And I'm looking at it like it's like I had done all morning, and boom, the middle light come on. Oh, I was landed. So it's all working now.
Oh yeah,
but
it's a pain in the backside.
But you don't achieve nothing by doing what I did. Because see, a couple of years ago, that black bag full of stuff would have been thrown. See, it would have been thrown and even jumped on. But that wouldn't achieve nothing, would it?
No. I've done it as well. Taking stuff out of the garden and it with a hammer, you know, all a bit
Yeah,
And then they ask for their box back. And you can't really send it back. I don't know what happened with it. They would put it,
you can't even say you've lost them.
no.
Yeah. Oh, I put it there, and I said, "Oh, what you going to do is, right? What's a good thing to do, right? When they send you out, right? Send an empty box, everything, right? Send an empty box like that, but tear the paper, right? So tear it a little bit. So when they receive it, they go, I sent it. They say, oh, look at this. So what are we going to do with somebody's had this out there?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Mr. Morgan. Yeah, you have sent it. Thank you very much. When you work, that's worked once or so don't try it, right? Because it hasn't worked 4 times and it's worked once.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the weather like, John?
Oh, yeah. Do you know what, right? You know, it's the thing is, it seems to stop. It's honest to God, nearly every night this week, right? It stopped raining about 11 o'clock in the night, and then started back up again at 5 o'clock in the morning. And it's honest to God now, right? And nearly all they had to do was switch it round a bit to the other way.
Yeah.
But anyway, we win for an hiding again now. All weekend again.
Oh.
It's we win for a blinking hiding. So it's gonna, at least until I think it's Tuesday we might start getting a little bit better. But you can't do nothing, man. There's nothing drying. I painted stuff out the shed, and of course, obviously, it's inside. But there's nothing drying in this weather, man. You know, you put paint on the Saturday over there, and you open the door, whatever, but you go in there a day later, and there's still stuff on and there's still stuff coming off on your finger.
Oh, it's no good.
So no, so it's driving. The weather's driving me crazy, and this, how would you say it's in a positive light? I didn't mind, right? I didn't mind the last lockdown because I could go up my back, I could take a dog just by here, and I was busy out the back doing that gazebo. If we have we got there like a 2 or 3 week lockdown now, but if we had a bigger lockdown than we got, it's going to drive me crazy because we can't go out the front door, man, because of the weather, you know.
It's awful. I think we'll have one till gone past Christmas, the way it's going. You've got all these idiots having parties everywhere. And it's just people are catching the COVID left, right, and centre.
Yeah, the same people are saying they don't exist, so you got.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was talking to somebody local who had it again, and they saying it's horrible. What they said to me is, when people tell you it's like the flu, please tell them it's not. Knocked them for 6 as the COVID did. This one didn't hospitalise them or anything, but they said it was absolutely horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are.
Sad, isn't it?
So it is hard, but yeah. So I think we'll be on lockdown. Well, hopefully not Christmas time, but I don't know. If we just don't know.
Yeah.
So so we got New Zealand, Jeremy Corbyn. Oh, do you see that again? They had another President Macron of France had declared the attack on French, right, was an Islamic terror attack. 3 people died. The attacker was shot but survived. He's now in hospital under guard.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
I did see it, but I didn't see on the stream yet.
No, but it's like that's all we are doing is reporting it. It's the French president or whatever has named it as a terror attack, but I don't know why you say you can't go to church proper, man. And there's an old lady apparently that got attacked. Can't defend herself or nothing, man. Oh, I don't know. That's what we're going to have to do, right? Yeah, I think so too, Faye. Do you know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to troll the internet all weekend and just come up with a show with all good news. You started it until I come on.
I was happy.
You talking? Yes, you was happy.
Till you came on and
Jam,
started euthanasia.
yeah.
John with his happy news.
You know who you are. Yeah. That's like the first words that popped out my mouth was right. Euthanasia is legalized in New Zealand.
Yeah, a lot of people want it after another lockdown. There we are.
A lot of people
will want euthanasia after this lockdown. Next one.
Oh, do you know? I know. But yeah, sorry, but it's the subject when it has never affected you at all, something like that, right? You think that you know, I've had my different views on it before, but until it hits you personally, then it's like everything, You think sometimes yourself, you know, like the COVID thing, until it happens to you, you don't think it's real.
Yeah.
But there we are. So that's it. That's what I wrote down for till I started running around like Thompson's gazelle this morning trying to sort out the internet.
Well, now then, tonight's show, right? We introduce a new little segment. Right, I'm gonna buy 5 scratch cards, right? And we will draw people out, whoever's watching, who is a subscriber. And I'll scratch the cards off, and whatever I win on the card, as long as it's over £50, they'll have half of. So that's good, isn't it?
That's brilliant. It is.
So,
and there's no cost to the subscriber at all, guy.
Nothing at all. So it's 5 scratch cards, and we'll pick somebody out, or perhaps we'll ask a question. The first one to answer it, perhaps something like that, and then I'll scratch a card.
Yeah, sure. And you get 5 goes of that. That's brilliant.
There we are.
So we'll be watching from tonight from 9 o'clock, because that's when
9 o'clock. A new segment.
Here we are. That'll be exciting in itself. But you know, me and you can't win that, can we?
Yeah.
Oh, can we? So I can pick you and you can pick me.
The loose scratching. If it's under £50, it goes back into the running of the show and the electric and the broadband, whatever.
Yeah.
If it's over 50, we split it halfway with whoever's won, whoever had the scratch card, you know.
Well, you can't fault that. Somebody imagine winning £100,000 now and they get in £50,000 for free.
All they got to do is come on the show.
That's all they got to do. Come on the show and say, thank you very much. Well.
But they have got to answer the question.
I got some good questions.
There we are. First to answer. I mean, they got to go on Google there, aren't they? And try and find the answer.
But you got the first best question. Have you got size 10? Have you got size 10 fingers?
Exactly.
See, and the first ones to answer that will get the chance of the scratch card.
Yeah. We'll have to devise a question for them all.
Of course, man. Of course.
So right then, we'll say good morning to everybody, shall we?
Indeed. Good morning, everybody, and make
like by clicking the little thumb just down by there, whatever it is. Comment if you want to comment. You've got to subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, you don't know what time the show is coming on. So hit that subscribe button and click that bell. Anything we do, then you know we're coming straight on you. Right, so we're going to wish you a good morning. Try and stay safe and out of the rain. And that's about it, really.
Right, we'll see you later, everybody.
See you at 9 o'clock tonight. Bye-bye, everyone.